Hello my friends and welcome to part 94 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Let's Play series. In today's video I'm going to go over the scenarios for the Danger Files solo mode gate, and here's the first one here. So here it is. There's a lone island somewhere in the wide ocean. The people say it's the last untouched corner of this planet. Some think that may be the land of legends lost to time. The waters around the island were always turbulent and the weather unpredictable, as if nature itself was trying to reject anyone who tried to step foot on it. Thus, humans have never been able to ascertain that the island even looked like in full, let alone the ecosystem within. But one day a certain team was dispatched to explore the island in secret, and they had only just returned recently. Oh yeah, there's a little explorers in the corner, with the fruits of the exploration to be disclosed as a debriefing session. The media outlets that caught wind of this information were dying to get their hands on what could be the discovery of the century, and flooded the team with countless press applications and requests. The debriefing opened to a full but silent room with air as heavy and thick as mud. No one was quite sure what to make of the explorers who were about to report their findings, as their appearance was not quite normal, to say the least. It was almost hard to look at the explorers wrapped in bandages, and some of them trembled as their fearful eyes darted about. Just what terrors had they experienced during the exploration? What dangers had lied in wait for them as they ventured into the island? Maybe that's why it's called Danger Archetype. Probably. Okay, and then yeah, I got 150 Earth Orbs. So yeah. So there was like before they got to the island, and then he has basically wait, no, Danger. Oh yeah, and then here's after they got to the island. The explorers showing off the pictures and they're all bruised. Huh. Cool. Okay, and then okay, and then here's the next scenario here. And I actually win a card, get a card for this one. Rope of Life. Let's see what it does. It says, when a monster or monsters is destroyed by battle and sent to your graveyard, discard your entire hand, then target one of those monsters special summon it, and if you do, it gains 800 attack. Yeah, I mean, like, there's better ways of reviving your stuff. You really don't need to play this card. Like, even in Inferno deck, like, there's just better ways. Like, although I guess, like, if you were playing Inferno deck, you really could. I could see how this would have synergy with Dangers or even like Dark Worlds though. Or like even Fabled. You could actually trigger a lot of effects off of this card. But I still think there's even better like discard cards out there, like Card Destruction. Because it actually refills your hand at the same time. Yeah. And then here's the cards that will appear in here. So 2 danger monsters. So we'll be finding out a little bit more about the Thunderbird and the Snake danger monsters. And then, oh, and then I guess we're still in the observation deck too. Okay. So here it is. A single team member cleared their throat, and the debriefing began. File number 0028, Danger Tsuchinoko. Lives in grassy areas and wetlands. Appearance is akin to that of a snake, with a round torso, and seems they shed their skin too. I guess it's not actually a snake. No live specimens were found, but we succeeded in collecting its shed skin. Analyzing it may lead to further discoveries. File number 0159, Danger Thunderbird. A giant monstrous bird that circles above the island, covered in a thick plumage of colorful feathers. The biggest out of all the creatures the team members discovered, with its full wingspan about the size of a mid-sized aircraft. It appears to be surrounded by some sort of electricity. The creature was said to have bolts of lightning emanating from its body. Once it spots prey, the creature dives down from the sky and uses its sharp talons to capture whatever it is. Although we were caught in its path, we were able to escape safely to a nearby cave, though I guess not without being bruised a little bit first. While we took shelter, we discovered one of its feathers nearby and brought it back with us. Wow, still has lightning on it. As the audience listened to the report, they ruminated among themselves. Some research was delayed by the fact that there was physical evidence of these never-before-seen creatures. Others, such as the sponsors from the scientific organizations that sent these explorers out, pondered how they should handle this island in the future, as the creatures were more dangerous than they had thought. So, I guess what... Oh, okay, so I guess what... How Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically is like a lot of the archetypes are basically snapshots of like different worlds. Because otherwise... Like, why would people, like, be like, hey, this is amazing that these creatures exist, when there's already, like, a bunch of, like, other Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters that are, like, crazy looking as well. Like, I mean, Wingman is, like, a bird person, which is kind of crazy. And then the Traptrix monsters are basically... plants disguised as like as beautiful women. So yeah, like if so I feel like these have to be taking place in different worlds. At least some of the archetypes have to be taking place in different worlds, because otherwise, why would people find it shocking that these kind of creatures exist when there's already like so many other monsters that like are pretty like out there as well? Yeah, so that's my so that's what I'm thinking, because it just wouldn't really make sense otherwise. So yeah, so here's the danger decks I'll be using in the duel after this, just so you can get a look at it. So here's a quick look at it for now. I'll give a more in detail look at it for the following duel though. Pretty cool though. Looks pretty good. I mean, Nessie, like, of course, like 3, not a bad amount. Trade in, yeah, pretty good card for the archetype. Yeah, a lot of these other danger cards aren't really played though, but still pretty cool. And then there's the deck description. Now I'll go more into that after the Praxel here as well, but you can feel free to look at it right now. 3, 2, 1, going into the Praxel. Okay. Okay. What makes a danger deck unique? Danger monsters have effects that activate from the hand. This can lead to monsters either being special summoned from the hand or discarded to the graveyard. Whether or not they are special summoned via the effects is up to luck. Unless there's only one card in your hand, then it's not really luck. But danger monsters also have effects that activate when they are discarded. By using their effects wisely, you may be able to turn the game around with the element of surprise. And of course, if you want to be able to activate the specific discard effect, then what you can do is if like all of the other cards, like you can like either set or like do stuff with first, so you can have it be the only card in the hand. You can make sure like to like set your other cards first. I hope they I'm thinking they're probably gonna do a Danger Darkwood deck, because I think like that's a fairly popular archetype for the Dangers combination archetype. I think that's what like Konami was hyping like with the Dangers. Also when they were first coming out, they were like saying like about how you could play these with the Darkwoods, I believe. Use your danger card effects to win the duel during this turn. Discard Danger Bigfoot from your hand to activate Danger Excitement Mystery. Then add Danger Chupacabra from your deck to your hand. Yeah, and I'll still be able to get the effect. So this is another way you can make sure that you get the discard effect. So I add the Chupacabra. Danger monsters have effects activated upon being discarded from the hand. Activate the effect of Danger Bigfoot. And Danger Bigfoot allows me to destroy a monster on the field. I think it has to be face up though. Danger monsters activate their effects from the hand. Upon doing so, your opponent must pick a random card for your hand to discard. Or if it's the only card in your hand, as in the case of this, of course, they're going to have to pick that one. If the discard card is a monster with the same name as the monster whose effect was activated, the effect will resolve. If the discard card does not have the same name as the monster whose effect was activated, you can special summon the activated monster from your hand and draw one card. Now activate the effect of Danger Chupacabra. And what's pretty cool about these is like their ability to like have your opponent choose like is not once per turn. So like they can Ash Blossom it all they want, but you can still have them choose, which is pretty cool. Danger Chupacabra was the only card in your hand, so it had to be discarded because of its effect activation. However, now that it's been discarded, you can activate the effect of Danger Chupacabra. One thing I don't exactly like in this game though, like, is like they don't actually allow the opponent to choose. Like technically, your opponent is supposed to choose a random card, but it just like the game automatically selects a random card, like without the opponent choosing. Which I don't really know, like, which kind of takes away from the spirit of the card, I feel. I mean, I understand why they do it, because, like, it shouldn't really matter since the opponent's randomly choosing anyway. But I would kind of like that. Activates effect and special summon Danger Bigfoot. So, yeah, Chupacabra allows me to special summon another Danger from my monster from my graveyard. And now I can attack for 3,000 direct damage. Pretty cool. So yeah, sometimes you want to think about like if you're adding a specific danger to your hand, like, which I don't think people like normally play that like card that allows you like to discard one to add another danger to your hand. But like if there is like a time when you have to like think about which danger you're activating, like Danger Nessie also like allows you to search for a danger. So if you're playing Danger Nessie, you might want to think about which danger you're adding, because maybe like add Danger Chupacabra if you're thinking you're gonna be able to like guarantee that it's discarded, so you can like special summon another danger from the graveyard. or maybe a different danger monster like Thunderbird, if you think you can maybe like be able to like destroy a set card on the field, or like if you're trying to like be able to like special summon it, if you're thinking like it will either be special summon or activate its discard effect, then it's good either way, then maybe you can still add one of the level 8 monsters like that have a good effect when they're either discarded or when they're special summon, that you can then use them for like exceed summoning. Like if you need a level 8 for an exceed summon of a level 8, then maybe you can add that one. Just okay, but now what I'll do is I'll go over the verse real quick. This will be for YouVersion. I'll just go over it real quick though, so I can still hopefully get to okay, hold on. Okay, so the verse is, if my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. That 2 Chronicles 7:14 ESV, English Standard Version. So basically, humble yourself before Jesus, and then God will forgive you and basically like help you in times of trouble. So basically, like when you have times of trouble, don't forget that that you have a God, as long as you're a Christian, like that the good thing about that is you have a God like who you can call on during times of trouble. And just make sure that you don't like try to like take pride, like if like when Jesus does help you out from a tough situation. Just make sure you know who to thank afterwards. So that's basically what I'm taking from that verse. You can let me know what you think about the verse. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed that practice duel and the scenarios that I did. And please like, share, and subscribe. And please leave some sort of comment down below because it helps the algorithm. Even something as simple as an emoji. And I'll do a pack opening for the rest of you. Okay, so I'll have to do this real quick, but this should be fine. Oh yeah, and I created a new account on my Switch. I won't be showing that off, but I did that because like I have like a friend who's like dueling with me, so that's pretty cool. So I wanted to like build like something, and I decided I'll go with Spellbook deck because like that's kind of new and I want to see like how it is, like because I'm still not sure if I want to buy the structure deck or not. I might pass on it, but at least this way like I get to still like experience what it would have been like if I had bought the structure deck and I did go for like some kind of Spellbook deck. The cool thing about spellbooks though, like, is like there's a lot of like different like archetypes you can combine with. Pretty much any spellcaster should work, since like all the spellbooks like basically just require you to have a spell cast on the field in order to be able to get off their effects, which is pretty nice. Anyway, here was the pack opening. I think my favorite card here is gonna be the Outstanding Dog Marie, just because like, hey, it's a pretty adorable puppy. So I'll go with that because of the artwork. Anyway, you can feel free to let me know what your favorite of the pack opening was here. Favorite card from here. And I hope to see you all in at least the next Let's Play I do for Master Duel. Bye.